Welcome back. We are now seeing new AI implementations across the board with video image generation, large language models, and image generation. What you are seeing on the screen here is actual AI. These are promptable events. You can add events in the same scene in real time. You can see a man in a chicken suit appearing from the left shot and runs down the towpath. You can see him right there. They type in a man on a jet ski emerges, boom, right there. A British crimson dragon dives headfirst from above. And this is all happening at a very, very fast pace across the board. So in today's video, we're going to be exploring some of the new AI products that are out there, what this means for the whole job market, because I know a lot of people have been asking, whether their jobs are going to be impacted, whether they're going to lose their job. A lot of people don't think that, these AI tools are going to impact jobs the way that they will. But guys, even Hollywood is in serious trouble. And so make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Sometimes we do deep dives into individual investing or technological projects in the crypto or finance space. And sometimes we just talk about individual projects or technologies like this. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Give the video a free thumbs up. If you want to become a channel member, click the subscribe plus button down below or join button here on YouTube. And let's get right into today's video, which is these AI products and models that you're about to see are going to blow your mind. This user on X is a film director and AI consultant. And he covered in this tweet thread how Hollywood, just one industry, is in serious trouble. And we're going to be exploring a few different types of AI tools that are out there and also other industries that are potentially going to be impacted by this. So let's get right into it. So this user said Hollywood is in serious trouble. Superhero movies spend millions and years to create the virtual effects. Now you can do it with AI in minutes for free. See for yourself. This is a clip from Flash. You can see Flash running down the street right there. This is from Star Wars, and this is using Higgsfield AI, and this is currently free to use. And again, this is unbelievable because we are going to see not only Hollywood. We just saw, I think it was the Colbert on the Tonight Show was the whole show was canceled, and there was conversation that show was spending $200 million per year. And they were losing $40 million from that to produce the show, right? Hundreds of employees, big studios and big sets. And literally, like, YouTubers are doing more numbers than them, right? Less employees, right? A handful, maybe a camera person, a sound person, an editor, and the host of the show. And they're doing it for a fraction of the cost. And so now you're talking about TV and movies and more entertainment and the future of entertainment. If you think that Hollywood is not going to use these tools, I mean, it's going to save them millions. I mean, for a movie to create a movie, they say it costs like $500 million. And you really think about it and you're like, how does it cost that much to make 1 2-hour movie with not the greatest effects? And now this free tool can create all of this for you. The user said, this is a great AI news for everyone. Minimax Halo 2 is free and unlimited on Higgsfield AI right now. You can generate studio level virtual effects without writing a prompt. Just choose from 7,000 plus presets and then click generate. And so it's taking video from The Dark Knight, and you can see this is the original on the left. And on the right, this is with Higgsfield AI. I mean, look at the quality of that. He said, we can generate these crazy virtual effects without writing any prompts. And it's free to use. This is from The Brutalist. This is the original on the left, the AI version on the right. Higgsfield cinematic virtual effects example. This is from Iron Man. This is the original over here. And on the right, this is the AI version. Which do you think is better? I mean, it looks pretty apparent, right? Which one is better? This is cinematic virtual effects. This is from the movie Black Widow. This is the original. This is from Higgsfield AI. And again, this is a free tool. And so anybody, like, when I watch these things and I'm like, then I go, listen to people who are like, oh yeah, my job is never going to be impacted. They need me. They need me. Listen, I'm not saying that these people are not talented, but what they need to do is they need to start looking at utilizing AI to enhance their talent and enhance their productivity and enhance their abilities. Because we've even heard from the CEO of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang, who said that AI is not going to replace your job, but it's going to replace your job if you're not using AI, right? So people who use AI are going to replace the jobs of people who don't use AI. All right, so moving on, let's take a look at some more. Wow, this is from Titanic. You can see the original up here at the top, and then this is the AI version. And it's pretty unbelievable how it can take the original and even show different angles from the same people. This is really unbelievable. This is another cinematic virtual effects from the Fantastic Four. You can see the top is the original. This is the final. And I'm guessing they just put this image in, and this is what the Higgsfield AI created, which is pretty unbelievable. This is Man of Steel. You can see the original, and this is the AI version. And I mean, guys, this is available like right now, which is, I mean, to me, it's unbelievable. And for anybody to think that Hollywood is not using this, and that studios are not using this, and that every company is not looking to utilize this technology, I mean, people who think that, they literally don't know what the hell they're talking about. Because why would any company not want a better product that's created for cheaper and in a lot less time? And this is just one example of one industry utilizing one product, Higgsfield AI. Well, this user also posted a few other threads. This is one of Google DeepMind that dropped Genie 3. He said you can generate interactive 3D world with text. You can also navigate with keys and interact in real time. So this is interacting with a car, opening the door, then walking down a street, and you can see the image quality is unbelievable. This reminds me of Grand Theft Auto. And I would imagine Grand Theft Auto, the new version that's supposedly coming out in 2026, is going to be this quality or potentially even better. I mean, if you look at Grand Theft Auto and some of the first player person games that have come out recently, they have very, very good image quality. And this looks like it's like a video game / AI generated thing. Genie 3 can generate a variety of 3D worlds using text and explore the worlds interactively, walk around using keys, and interact with objects in the world. This is a ChatGPT moment for AI videos.
With Genie 3, you can use natural language to generate a variety of worlds and explore them interactively, all with a single text prompt.
So this first text prompt was taking part in a show horse event, real world. And you can see they're on the horse. This one says skiing in the Alps, about to take a massive jump off a ramp. This one says a helicopter pilot carefully maneuvering over a coastal cliff with a small waterfall. And look at the image quality. I mean, it looks almost real. And so this is ongoing right now. Genie 3 has world memory. You can build the world from one angle and move the camera to build from another angle. When camera pan backs out, it stays consistent. And so again, it's creating a virtual world with a physical world image or prompt. And obviously, you can still clearly tell that this is not real, but it's getting closer. And I think that they're releasing a lot of these different products to show different functionalities of these AI. But imagine all of these capabilities being combined into one. It would increase the quality, increase the sharpness, increase the realness, everything will just get better. And some of the stuff you're about to see is really going to shock you and blow your mind. We showed you guys this at the beginning, the promptable events. Explore real world physics in real time. This is flying in the air, swimming underwater as a jellyfish, riding a bike, going through towns. I mean, this is really unbelievable stuff that if you think that, the TV studios are not going to, probably a lot of a lot of YouTubers are probably starting to create utilizing this because it's almost it's just opening up access for everyone. Unbelievable images. These are all AI generated. Not only control where the dragon goes, but also make it jump. Again, it's almost like a merger of video game world and more real world feeling to it. Genie 3 text to interactive 3D world example. Okay. Genie 3 text to interactive 3D world example here. There's a dog walking on the beach. You can see that you can actually tell the dog where to walk. It moves the whole image. Again, this looks very video game-like, so it's not like that revolutionary. But again, combined with all the other things that we just saw and we're about to see, I think that this can be very, very powerful. And again, this is a tool that, it used to be created in the video games itself, and now you're actually creating the world. It's kind of like what was that game called? The Sims? Like almost like that, but 2025, 2026 version. This is Genie 3 text to interactive 3D world example. I mean, look at the quality, the depth. I mean, even just the branches on the tree, you can see every single one. This is another example. I mean, imagine being able to do this and not having to hire a drone operator, go edit the whole video. Like, the more and more these are used, the better they get. The more they learn, the more the companies can program more. This looks like the New York City skyline, if I'm not mistaken. This is another one. Looks like underwater with jellyfish. This is another one walking through some type of, I don't know, ancient ruins or temple. And so, yeah, you can see Genie 3 has right now 720 resolution. I'm sure that they could probably increase it. I don't know, because like you can see VO goes up to 4K. This says they solved environmental consisting with Genie 3, and this was an emergent capability. You can see that the trees remain the same even after being out of the sunlight. Visual memory extends back 1 minute now. Google is on steady path to a real-world simulator. Very interesting. Now it's talking about the trees right there. Yeah, you can see, look at that shadow right there from the tree. Very interesting. So that's the second thread that he put, but that's not it. There's more. There is more. This is 3D AI for the Unreal Engine, and he says it's next level. Mesh Blend can blend landscapes, static, or even skeletal meshes in 3D environment. Available on FAL, F-A-L. And so, yeah, what you can see here, oh, sorry about the music starting up. But what you can see here is you're able to move around the rocks. It meshes it with the surrounding environment, so you can extend how big the rock is, extend the different holes in the rocks. I mean, this is pretty revolutionary. Wow, it makes the rock just straight blend in with the next rock. Look at that. This is Mesh Blend, that's what it's called. Here's another one. We've now been hearing Grok Imagine can create video as well. Grok is X, or Elon Musk XAI company. And you could turn text or image into a video in seconds right inside the Grok app. So this is Leonardo da Vinci teaching a digital art with sketches layered over holographic design tool. I guess that was what the prompt was. Sorry about the music. It just keeps defaulting on. And yeah, you can see this holographic blueprint. He's drawing right there. That's supposedly Leonardo da Vinci. He looks very hipster, if you would ask me. This is a Roman warrior typing on an Apple laptop. I mean, and just look at the quality of this. And it's not the greatest in terms of like the movements, but it, again, XAI just started releasing Grok Imagine with this video implementation. But I mean, even look at like the painting in the background, like very, very specific and very in depth. This is pretty impressive. Every element looks natural, no obvious mistakes. I mean, the coloring doesn't look very real, but it definitely looks very, very good, very good. Something that I would love to have on the background of my phone, maybe the background of the TV. Imagine video, image to video is available on Grok Imagine. So they put in this picture of Elon Musk and it created this video of Elon Musk. Obviously, it still has some work to do because, you know, he doesn't look like Elon the whole time. He turns into some other guy. But this is, again, the first iteration of this that we're seeing. This is pretty unbelievable, pretty cool, pretty amazing. This shows you Grok Imagine versus VO3. The motion is insane, even if it's still in beta. And I mean, this could also be because Grok is Elon's baby. And so the Cybertruck is probably going to look better on Grok, I would imagine, than VO. But yeah, you can see, look at the speed. You have the dust coming up, the shadows, all the little plants in the ground. I would say definitely VO looks more realistic. Maybe the wheels don't look that real in terms of the movement of the wheels. It kind of looks like it's in slow motion. But the graphics in VO look more real than Grok so far. Like if I were to just see a picture of this, like if we were just show a still image and I say which one is AI, I would imagine most people would say this one, the Grok version, not the VO version. But let me know down below in the comments. This is a sushi snail, hopefully not going to get eaten, but very interesting a sushi shell, say that 5 times fast. And I don't know, it looks like a candy actual snail, but still pretty good quality. Pretty amazing that these large language models are able to create what you state, even if it's not a real thing, like a sushi snail. That's pretty funny. This is, you can generate a 5-second video in less than 30 seconds on Grok Imagine, as you can see here. And again, like I said, Grok doesn't look as real, but this definitely looks like something that you could see in a video game or in a movie or a movie trailer for sure. And as this iterates and gets better, eventually it'll probably look more realistic. This one is the motions look natural and realistic in anime. And I would imagine like a lot of these like cartoons or animes, I would imagine they're already using, even the movie studios, even if they're saying they're not using AI, I would find that very hard to believe. But if they're using AI, I mean, they'll be able to produce a lot more and probably a lot better content than they already produce, right? Then they're talking about bring Vine back, and this is an AI video for that. This is another image generation. I mean, just the quality of it, the specifics, look at the intricate details on everything. It looks really good. And so a Grok Imagine will be incredible use for content creation. And I would agree. I mean, we're already starting to see content creation in the AI realm and starting to become AI, but it's definitely something that we have to think about, right? Because jobs are going to be impacted. For anybody to think that jobs are not going to be impacted in Hollywood, in film, in TV, even in content creation alone. And that's like the hard stuff to do, right? The easy stuff is all the other jobs. Warehouse jobs, we know they're already being replaced. Amazon has already stated 75% of their deliveries have robots involved in some point in the process, and that continues to extend. I believe Amazon just also got a waiver for their driverless delivery vehicles. And so we're seeing these rolling out very, very rapidly, and this is going to affect jobs as well. And so the question that we have to ask is not just what jobs are going to be impacted, but what can we do with this technology to either make us more efficient at our jobs or effectively do a job for us? Because this future is coming where jobs are going to be replaced by people who utilize AI and probably some AI itself. It's happening. And so if you're not preparing for it, you're way behind already. And so the AI, it can not only do everything that we just showed, but remember old videos you love but can barely watch because the quality is bad? Using Higgsfield's new upscaler, you can now bring them into HD. So y'all remember this little clip? This is the before, that's the after. Look at how clear they've made unclear videos utilizing AI. Look at this. It's pretty unbelievable. We also have here the first YouTube video ever called Me at the Zoo. This is before, this is after. And so you're creating a very clear, high definition image from a grainy video. This is unbelievable technology. There's templates where you can just pick an image of an item of clothing and it'll put it on the person walking, so you can see the actual movements of the person. You can see how it will fit in different lighting, in different environments. I mean, companies that are not going to be utilizing this would be foolish, right? Like a company who has a clothing brand, they say upload your image and we'll put this dress on you so you can see how it looks. Why would people not want to use that? They can lower their returns. They can increase their sales. They can increase their just company presence by utilizing this technology. We covered this a little bit earlier, mesh blend, but this I think is also really important because you can create entire environments. And so again, going back to like Hollywood and being able to just create your own things, like, when we used to be in school, we would be doing book reports. They're probably still doing book reports in school when they should be doing, go create something in AI and show it off, and that will be your, science project or your book report, right? Because this is really going to, I'm saying training people on this technology and how to use the technology, right? Because just creating this isn't like, nobody's going to pay just to have this image, right? But being able to understand, like, well, you can take somebody who, maybe never met one of their family members and say, we'll create a service where you send us a picture and we'll create an image, right? Or we'll create, a moving picture. People have pictures on their wall. Maybe I'll have a moving picture. You can make money that way. You can go edit for companies that want to create environments. This mesh blend, it probably looks good for video games. And so learning these technologies, learning how to utilize these tools to then go create environments, go create content, go create products. We've talked recently about the Internet Computer Protocol and their AI capabilities. Internet Computer Protocol is one of the top cryptos in the world. And this video is not to shill Internet Computer, but Internet Computer has what they call Caffeine AI. And Caffeine AI is a large language model. And it can actually code programs for you and then deploy it and host it on the Internet Computer, a decentralized network. And so we're seeing implementations across the board with image generation, video generation, chatbots, AI agents that can go and do things for you and go help plan or manage employees. They're also utilizing AI to make sure employees are doing a good job, screen employees, screen applicants, and things like that. And so AI is being implemented in every aspect of our lives. And there's still people who are like, well, my job won't be replaced by AI. Well, no, it may not be replaced by AI, but it will be replaced by somebody who utilizes AI. And so that's where, if you're in school, and by the way, there was tweets that we've pulled up on this channel where somebody said there are people who are studying right now in college and going into debt to learn a skill or a job that is not going to be around. Think about that. An entire generation is studying for jobs that are not going to be around because they're not being taught in schools how to utilize AI to become more efficient. They're not in school learning how to utilize AI to help improve the business, revenue and the business processes of different companies or make, Hollywood better. They're going and learning the jobs from the previous generation, from the past. And that is a problem because entire lines of work, like accounting, so it's already replaced by AI. There's very few accountants left. That's mostly because people still want a human involved. But as time goes on, we're going to see more and more of the transition into AI. And so, how is this going to affect our futures? How is this going to affect our jobs, our livelihoods, and most importantly, our investment futures? That's what we talk about on this channel on a regular basis. And I would highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button. That way you can join this channel and see our videos. We upload every single day of the year since 2018 to bring you the latest happening, mostly in the financial markets, but we sometimes do kind of take a little bit of a step outside of the financial markets to understand what's happening from the technological front. Because the technology is what we want to invest in. We want to be ahead of the technology from an investment perspective, from a usage perspective, from an understanding perspective, the same way that we were ahead of most of the people in terms of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrency investments. And so AI is a whole new world where there's going to be a lot of money to be made. These companies have to figure out how to make money, but once they figure it out, and they will, right? This is going to be a huge opportunity to make money on the upside, but also to make money on the downside. Because if we know that they are going to replace a lot of industries and a lot of jobs and a lot of, basically save a lot of revenue, maybe the companies will start to see that don't utilize AI. Maybe Hollywood, some companies with very high levels of like customer service support, or just a high number of employees. Like I think we covered recently the company DocuSign. It's just a company that where you sign documents online. They have like 7,000 employees or something like that. It's like, do they really need that many employees? Probably not, right? And so the initial job losses will probably be bearish for the market, will probably not look that good. But when we think about how much these companies are going to save and how they're going to get their bottom lines increased by utilizing this technology, utilizing these tools, because that's all AI is. It's a tool to help you do things better or improve or just, think of things differently. But all AI is not, what people think it is, right? There are a lot of errors. There are a lot of things that still need to be kind of worked out. And, we still have a ways to go. But we want to be on the ground level, and we are on the ground level of this technology being monetized and being generalized in the economy. But it is going to impact jobs, 100%. And I think part of the big issue that's going on in the US right now is that the government and the leaders are telling people, not the AI leaders, but the government and leaders not in the AI world, they're telling people, oh no, don't worry, your job is not going to be replaced. But they're lying because even, like I said, Jensen Wang, who's the NVIDIA CEO, the GitHub CEO said basically the same thing. Basically, your job may not be replaced, but your job may be replaced by somebody who utilizes AI. And so if you're not utilizing this technology, you're already behind. And if you're in a company that has to teach you how to utilize these tools and technology, you're probably on your way out because they want to get somebody who can enhance the business through the technology, not somebody who they have to, hold their hand and walk down and teach them everything they need to do with AI. Like they want you to do that. And they want to hire people who are going to be able to do things like this. And I would imagine it's probably not that hard to learn. If you just spend a few hours a day learning it and using it instead of scrolling on your phone, you could probably protect your future and make a lot of money. Because these AI specialists at companies are making like salaries, millions and millions and millions of dollars. So there is a lot of money to be made here, but there's also going to be a lot of people that are going to be left behind because they're not going to use the technology. They're going to say, well, this is too complicated. I mean, what's complicated about just typing in, I want to see a horse at a horse show? There's nothing hard about that. But people don't want change. People don't want to try new things. People don't, they get overwhelmed. It's the same thing with the investing world. A lot of people, new people in the investing world come to my channel and they're like, how do I make money, Cryptoviser? How do I make money? How do I make money? It's like slow and steady wins the race. Learn, interact, and you'll get there. Same thing with these AI tools. Learn them, interact with them. Whatever your job is, how can you improve it? How can you get into the business where AI is being utilized? Because if your company's not utilizing AI now, it's either because you're going to be replaced with AI or they're never going to use it. But either way, it's not a good thing. Because if they don't use AI, you're not going to be prepared for when you need to use AI. And if they're not using AI, or if they're, the other end is they're just going to replace your job. And so they're already training the AI to do that. With that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this conversation and discussion. Don't forget to give the video a free thumbs up. Join the channel by clicking the subscribe button, or become a channel member by clicking subscribe plus. I'll see you guys on the next video. Invest responsibly, do your own research, and see you guys on the next video.